Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name's Heather. I'm an intuitive artist, author, animal communicator, energy healer for pets and people, psychic, medium, channeler, and coach. And I'm on a mission to empower and embolden others to connect with their divine radiant light and honor the sacred connection with all life. This is the next episode in a series I'm doing this summer called the RADIANCE Masterclass, where we're diving back into topics from the first book that I published, Hey Radiant Souls, A Guide to Finding and Shining Your Light. We are on the chapter called Live Your Luck, which is one of my favorites because more than some of the other chapters, this one to me feels like playing. This is a space that before we knew anything about or before I knew anything about manifesting and the secret and all this stuff that's kind of commonplace in our awareness now in the zeitgeist, I was doing this for fun in a lot of ways as a kid and not really realizing it. So I feel like I've reverse engineered it, or I did it my own way and then read about it later and said, oh, that's what they're talking about. So what do I even mean by that? For me, live your luck. And what the chapter talks about in the book is living as if the good stuff has already happened. So if there's something that you want, we may call this manifestation. If there's something you want to manifest, if there's something you want to bring into your world, to the extent that you can fully invest, imagine, inhabit the frequency of that experience for yourself, you are laying the groundwork, you're laying the blueprint, you're building the map for the universe to find that energy and bring it to you, to magnetize it to you. So let's walk through an example a little bit. So let's say that you want to manifest a trip to France. And it's totally like, it seems very unlikely. There's nothing around you that says, yeah, I can totally do that easily. So it's kind of, those are my favorite ones to play with, by the way, that ones that seem like out of nowhere, super unlikely. So my suggestion and what my team of guides brought through in the book, and we'll check in with them in a minute for some new channel guidance, but to the extent that you can, whether you're doing this in a dreaming state, whether you're journaling it, whether you're talking about it to yourself, whether you're talking about it to a friend, although I would recommend not allowing other people's feedback to come into that for you. So keep it kind of sacred and private, because sometimes people can be Debbie Downers in the things that we want to manifest. But fully sit in that moment often. I would say daily, if not multiple times a day, whether you're doing it in a meditative space or just playing around, maybe while you're driving to work, you're envisioning this for yourself safely, eyes on the road, but envisioning in your inner eye, in your mind, what does it feel like when I get there? So, and you could do any part of the journey, but we'll just pick that as an example. So I want to go to France. What's it going to feel like when I wake up that first morning? I've flown there. I've checked into the hotel. I've done all the things. Pick something really specific about what it is that you want. And in our example, we're going to say traveling to France. So let's just say that you have a beautiful boutique Airbnb. You hear some maybe conversations outside down on the street. And so in your envisioning, in trying this on, you're hearing French accents. You're hearing maybe a clinking of cappuccino cups and water, and maybe you can imagine or envision and pre-experience is really what this is. You can experience opening the window and you smell like a bakery, you smell some coffee, and the sunlight is very dappled and beautiful as it comes through your window. Really put yourself in that moment. What would it feel like? Do I feel jet lagged? Do I feel happy? Do I feel like contentment? Do you feel worry? Whatever it is. I like to think of this as, trying on something in a dressing room. You can look at something on the rack and say, yeah, I bet that's going to feel good, but you put it on and it's itchy, or it's a little tight in places, or it's a little too loose in places. And so then you would adjust. So try on your experience in advance. and get as tied into, you don't have to have the specifics, because we're also not narrowing it down to it can only happen this way. I can only stay at the Airbnb that's above the bakery. Not like that. We are picturing and aligning ourselves to the fact that it has already happened. You still take right and aligned action for your goals, but you try them on and say, yeah, I am in that version of me where this thing has already happened. I feel so happy. I feel so content. I feel so whatever. And then feel it. Put yourself in that circumstance in your body. So let's check in with the guides and see what they have to say about it. And then I will read their message from 2020 when I wrote the book, and then we'll wrap this up for the day. Hello, bright and beautiful beings. Many of you have this concept on your world, in your world, of luck, and that it finds some people and some people it doesn't. And it's this thing that you stumble upon accidentally, or it stumbles upon you. And we would say that is not the case. You create what you view as luck. There is an energetic charge to the word luck in your world. And we would say that charge, that electricity, is the excitement of finding something that you liked, something that you enjoy, something that you desire. You can work backwards from that. You can experience and have the experience full on in a sensory capacity for yourself in such a powerful and profound way that your body has no doubt that that circumstance has already happened. And when you are fully in that alignment for yourself, you magnetize that experience to you because you have already had it. So of course it happens for you. It may be a little chicken and the egg, as you would say, in your world. You are having the experience before it has occurred, but that allows it to then occur because you've had it. A little paradoxical in that way, but that is how the principle of manifestation, as you call it, or we call it time alignment, situational alignment, that is how that happens for you in your current reality. So playing around with that with such a sense of adventure and play and fun, and really embodying what it would be like to have the job that you desire, the relationship that you desire, the vacation that you desire, the home that you desire, whatever it is, the experience that you wish to experience it first. It's a little like having your dessert. Before you have your main course, you still are consuming the dessert. You're just changing up the timing. So play around with this in your space, have fun, come to it from a perspective of being lighthearted and playful as a child would imagine and envision something. It's the same energy. It's the same frequency. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Be blessed, dear friends. So what I love about what the team said is coming to it from a sense of playfulness, like a child. When a kid is imagining whatever game they're playing, they're fully present. They're in it. You can't tell them, no, that's not a dragon following you. It's a broomstick. They see it as a dragon, right? So coming to it from that same, you're not convincing me that this thing hasn't happened to me perspective, that is what magnetizes it to you. So let me read from the 2020 message from the team. Hey, Radiant Soul. Like beauty, luck is in the eye of the beholder. What if we told you that you've already been lucky and already experienced your wildest dreams? For on many timelines across many dimensions, you have. What if you seek what you do because your soul knows it's already in your possession? You have the power to call your dreams and desires to you, and they answer to your call alone. The cravings you feel are for flavors you've already tasted. Live with the expectation and sensation that you are already there. You have the health, the love, the success of your dreams. The book has already been written, the picture already developed, the awards won and accolades given. Live your luck and watch it unfurl before you. I love that so much. You have the power to call your dreams and desires to you, and they answer to your call alone. I love that part. So I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you next time. Have an amazing day. Bye.